Love and Sparkles, and I'll show you what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. This here is the labels. I've only done, I changed out all of those because they were all multicolored and went to white. And then here's all my boxes. I have 3 boxes for squares, 2 boxes for rounds, and I'm in the process of de-kitting. So I'm on my second de-kit, but I got my square boxes all fixed up. So I am so happy about that. And let me see, 14. But I've been at this all day. Those are close enough. All day. It's been an all day adventure. Hi, Cindy. I sent you the link in Messenger if you want to pop in. I don't know how to let you in, though. Let's see if I can go here. Go to guest. I invited you. So, hi, Mutt Mutt. So, I have these nice, pretty new bags. And they have these square, let me see if I can figure this out. There we go. No, I don't know. No. Okay. That was not it. So, still trying to figure out StreamYard and new to it. I finally figured out how to find the link, but I'm not sure how to let her in once I got it there. So I'm not sure about that. Um, I've gotten 6 of my paint gems done. I've started working on, let me see what's up here. No, no, no. Okay. And I've started working on my Santa or my Christmassy gnome. I got the top portion of it done. And I got a feeling that this was the wrong color. I thought, no, I guess it is the right color. And so trying to get all my kits de-kitted so I can get my kitchen table back because I just got kits upon kits upon kits upon kits. No problem. Just lurk away. That's usually what I do. I'm usually there in the background and working on my stuff and get you some watch hours. And sometimes I might say something that's interesting enough that you'll say, hey, what's she doing? But I kind of showed you what I'm doing. I'm buried underneath all these boxes and bags and all kinds of stuff. 35. Because I sat there and I even made blank ones when I did this so that when I find that color, I can just put it in there instead of having to make a new bag. So every color has a bag and is labeled, and it takes 3 boxes, guys. I'm telling you, it takes 3 boxes, 3 shoe boxes. That's why I really wanted that crazy box that Mrs. Coffee had done sometime last year, and it's on Flowsome right now. I mean, I found it, I saw it, I was like, oh, it's back, and it was $155 unput together. It was 170 if it was put together, and 155 unput together. And I was like, well, I can put it together myself. I do this a lot. And so I went ahead and I was going to order the thing. That's how crazy I am, guys. I was going to order it. And by the time they added shipping on, it was going to be $260. And I was like, maybe I don't want it that bad. And so I changed my mind. And maybe I'll do some, what do you call that? With Mod Podge and Decapage or Decapodge or whatever it is. And print up some, witchy fantasy pictures and cut them out and paste them down. Maybe I'll do that. And that way I get the look and not just the shoebox. But I've got like at least I know of three, Heaven and Earth, in there that are pre-printed. I mean, they're crown jewels, which means the pattern is printed, you just don't have the drills. So I definitely needed to be saving on the drills. Down here in my lap. Yeah. So I definitely needed to be saving the drills because I'm going to need them for those. One's the big black cat just in front of the window and the crystal ball. That's true. I might actually be able to like, well, get some of the other paint gems and put on there. But I've got like 5 shoe boxes of drills now. I have my own little drill company going on. And you can definitely see, you know how they talk about the different colors in dialogue. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you can. And what I'll do is whatever color I need, I'll just kind of pick it out of it. I just wish they didn't do that so much because it's kind of a pain. Oh, I lost my cup. There it is. It's kind of a pain that they do that because it's definitely noticeable. I got some that were so different that I just made a different bag and thought, well, yeah, they definitely fit with my sparkles. I got a whole bag of sparkles. I mean, I got a whole box, big box. And then I found some more down at the bottom down there, and I got a few on my table here because I'm still thinking about in the pupils of the dog's eyes that it's not going to matter if they're square around because I'm wanting to put that it's almost like a chestnutty color in the eyes because I thought, oh, that would be so pretty in their eyes. And I did add some I added sparklers, and they're round. Sparklers are round, and I added the little that are size of a square box for squares, but they're round. That's why Nix doesn't like them. She says she can't handle the fact that they're round. Well, what I did is I put them little round things, and I've got them in this round painting, but they're small. They're way smaller. So I'm gonna check and see how that's gonna go. And so far, it's looking okay. I put it in the middle of the sunflower and in the veins. Ooh, no, that's far enough off. I'm just gonna throw it out. That's like way off. But yeah, I put there and got them in the middle of the sunflower. Another whole bag of them in the middle of the sunflower and down the veins of the leaves. So I'll just do this. Here, I threw those out, and then I find a whole thing full of them, so I'm just going to make another bag of a different color. The horse of a different color, only the bag of a different color. So how's everybody's Wednesday going? Mine's going pretty good. I've just been literally doing this all day long. I got up this morning. I did get up and take a bath, washed my hair, conditioned it, made myself presentable for y'all. But other than that, I've been sitting here doing this. I set up last night, and the one election result, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it and see what the result was, because we were voting to see if they were going to legalize marijuana, and I live in the deep South. I live in deep South, Bible thumping, yada 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 yada, and they were like, no, that's not good, that's bad. Just like with casinos, it's like we finally got it passed where we can have a casino, but they keep kicking them out of they keep kicking out, thank you, Cindy. They keep kicking it out of the town. So it got passed. Because they put the casino in there, but then the churches keep kicking it out to where it's still held up in litigation. And that's been like 2 years. So the churches down here have some power. They have some power, I'm gonna tell you. So I just wanted to see if it even got legalized, or how much they had their people stomping. Because someone I know was, going on doing that rant of, oh, it's gonna do this and it's gonna do this and it's gonna do this. And, I mean, it was crazy. It was absolutely bonkers, the things that she was coming up with. Where is my seven window? Well, evidently they didn't get me. But she was just, I mean, it was crazy what she was putting on there. And so, and people were like just saying, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. Like I told my son, I mean, I was like, yeah, legalize it because I'm so tired of our jails and prisons being full of people who smoke the little pot. And so if you do something really bad, you get out because there's no room for you. That I was just like, yeah, legalize the stuff. And then my son was like, well, what about the cartels? I said, it'd be the same thing as whenever they legalize um, the prohibition with the alcohol. I said, once they legalize it, it'll kind of cut down on that because it's going to take power away from the cartel. I said, they're probably out there beating the streets trying to keep it from going through because takes away their power. They aren't going to have to be out there putting it on the streets and selling it in the streets because you could be able to go down to the store and buy it. So I was just like, yeah, they're crazy people. I got 2 boxes done. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, another box. I'm down to the last box. Okay, and it's 37.77. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know how far they're going to get with that one. It took them years to get the medical marijuana passed. And now I guess, the big deterrent was if you had the medical marijuana card, you lost your concealed carry card. But now it's open carry, so I don't guess it matters. And then when I get all this done, I will go back to working on Autumn Puppies because Autumn Puppies is around and it's going so quickly. I've gotten 2 more sections done, 2 of the release sections. So that has gone wonderfully. I mean, it's a dream to work on. It really is. I love it. And then when I get tired of working in the browns and golds, I'll pop over and do a little bit on Christmas gnomes. I did all the background white on it the other night. But believe me, that was a lot of background white. And then the very top, the blue little pepper. So I got a little bit done. Oh, it is so beautiful. It is a beautiful canvas. I was gonna do that one for the Phoenix and Fantasy, but I don't know if I want to do that one or the Druid because that, yeah, they're both awesome. And they're both awesome. I mean, they're both beautiful kids. She's like I don't know, she's pretty happy and uplifting too. So it's like, which one's more happy and uplifting? So it's like, yeah, I'm in the 50-50 toss up because maybe I'll just get them both up and go back and forth between them. I still haven't got around to doing my because I wanted to get this done because I would like to use my kitchen table to do my post review for one day and the other one because they're both so big. They kind of hang off the island, and so it wouldn't really look good. So I want to try and get the kitchen table or my dining room table so that I can be able to do it on there. I have actually found that I have added 8 colors to my spares. So my spares now have 8 brand new colors that I didn't have before. I mean, I had the bags, of course, but I didn't have the colors. Okay, that is one of my 60 count bottle suitcases done. Okay, I'm going to put you in timeout for my picture because I'm going to stand up and walk over and get another kit. Another one just bit the dust. I'll make 2. And I'm back. Okay. Put you back over here. Where we can see each other. There we go. I'm back. I'm back. I didn't really go anywhere, but I'm back. Look at this. This is my leftover from one day. That is just going to go over there because I got what I found, and I hate the new toolkit. It's like 6 or 7. I've just been throwing them on the table, and it's like, oh, I can just keep going. And so now I've got all these bags. See, this one was from Wild Wave, was Wild Wave. That is a gorgeous image. It is now in my living room, or the kids' living room. Because I don't live in there, but they do. I have this thing. It's like I have a wood flooring, and it's like you stay on that side of the wood flooring, and Nana stays on this side of the wood flooring, and we are all happy. I know that sounds horrible, but when you have 5 of them, yeah, it saves your sanity because otherwise there's times that they would just come racing through and tear up stuff, and so I finally just like, you stay on your side. Okay, that works because I'm gonna be here for a while. I am gonna be here for a while. That's all I had left of the 803. Yeah, it's like, yeah, because when I get to working on them, I don't want to stop. Okay, 333, 794. That one might be not last box. So this is the only one that's gonna have anything in here. But I'll get to working on them, and then I don't want to stop. Now see, now I have another bag of the brown. It's like the dialogues are just crazy. And so I just kind of, if they're really noticeable, I'll change them. If not, I just mix them together and I pull what I need. Like if I'm like my big canvas over there, I got some that the company themselves sent me 2 or 3 different pick colors. And so I just was like, fine, that's fine with me. We'll go with it. And I just put them all in a box, a bag, and if I only do a small little area and I have enough to finish it out, I'll finish it out. Okay. Now, down here, 8, 17. So if I have enough to finish that area, I'll finish it out. If not, then I'll get something that has the color that I haven't had before. Empty bag. I love when I do that because that means I have more that I might be able to do one of my other canvases with and not have to purchase anything. And like when I finish my heaven and earth, I'll have so many spirit drills. So many. I mean, that's all I can say on that one. It's just so many. 8, 14. Because, yeah, those drills were so jacked up. For some, I only need 100 of, and I had like 1,000. And then some, I needed 100 and had none. Needless to say, I will never use that company again. Another one, see? Empty bag. I'm so glad when I get an empty bag. So Cindy, if you come in here, how do I know you're in here? Does it ding or what does it do? Because I sent the link to you, but I don't know how I would know you're in here. 709, 825. Just don't know how I would know if you're in here or not to let you in. Oh, that one's full. That one's not. But I did put the link in your messenger. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Hope you're feeling better. My vacuum is going to love me. Okay. I'm trying to get these off my belly because I just dumped a whole bunch of them, but all right. Now, next color. Oh, another one. I have so many of this color. It's the third bottle. And what I may do is these ones that I end up with 2 or 3 bags, I may just put them. What I was going to say earlier is the old Diamond Art Club. Hopefully they'll do it with the where they just poke the holes. And that one's not so bad. I mean, you'll be a little sore, but it's not so bad. Now, if they go the other route, that one's kind of rough. But hopefully they'll get you in and get that out because I remember my gallbladder. I got sit there and I don't know, it wasn't hurting real bad. And I had called my daughter and was like, I'm hanging onto my side and saying, come get me, take me to the hospital because I was hurting so bad. And she was like, on my way. And then it got to where it wasn't hurting. So I was like, don't worry about it. I'm good. And she goes, no, I'm still coming. And then next thing I know, I'm back to moaning and crying, going, yeah, come back and come get me. And I was working at my hospital and I got to where I was hurting so bad. And as a nurse, I mean, I know the floor is the nastiest place. But for some reason, it feels like if you stretch out real good, that it just makes the hurting go away. So I'm in there in the break room and I'm laid out on the floor and I'm like rolling around and trying to stretch out and, do all the things. I look like a fool. And people are like, man, if you're rolling around on this floor, you're really hurting. We're taking you to the ER. So they load me in a wheelchair. They take me down to the ER, you know. They do all the blood work. They try and tell me I'm having a heart attack, maybe, and I'm like, no, I'm not having a heart attack. It's not a heart attack. I said, I ate ice cream, and then it was on like Donkey Kong. It was bad, and so, they did some other the liver stuff, and they said, yeah, that looks like you're having an attack, but it's not where we need to send you emergently. So I was like, okay. So they're like, go see your doctor, and they'll work it out. I go see my doctor. He sets up all these exams and ultrasounds. But then I never hear back from him, and a couple weeks goes by, and then that other attack hit me. And so, in fact, I fired my doctor over this, and I love my doctor. I had him for years. But I'm sitting there, and I get in the hospital, and I'm in the ER. And of course, when you go to the ER, they always think you're looking for drugs. Always. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. They think you're looking for drugs. So they gave me the barest amount, minimal, and then they see my back, and I've got all kinds of tattoos back there, and they were like, yeah, right, uh-huh. And then I told the doctor, I said, well, I had a ultrasound done a couple weeks ago. I just haven't heard any results. And he said, where'd you have it at? And I said, here. And he said, well, let me go look. And he come back in about 15 minutes, and he said, I have you set up with a surgeon appointment for in the morning. And I had surgery like in 2 weeks. I thought it was 2 weeks that I had surgery and had that puppy removed. And the doctor sat there and said he was going to do an ERCP during the surgery, which is the second procedure. He said, but because he'd gotten nailed in the behind by not doing one and then having complications later. Well, luckily they did the ERCP because when they did that, they found that I actually had a gallstone that was stuck in the duct. So, I would have still kept having problems. So, thank goodness he did do that. But as far as recovery, it wasn't that bad. I had much work, believe me. Last surgery I had when I was up, and the nurse came in and I heard her tell my son, "Where's your mom?" And he was like, "Oh, she went in the bathroom." And they're like, "How'd she get in there?" He's like, "She walked." And they were like, "What?" Because I had just had open surgery and had an incision about 6 inches done on my abdomen. But of course, that was third rodeo for that stuff. And I was just like, I have to go to the bathroom. I am not peeing the bed. And so I just get up and walk in there. My son just kind of, swaddled behind me, make sure I didn't fall on my face. He cracked me up because this last time around, I sit there and, of course, I tell him. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. But I sit there and told him, I said, just push my butt up because I was wanting to get into bed. And I just couldn't get up there. I just could not get up in the bed. And so I told him, I said, just shove my butt up there. He said, I am not touching your butt. I was like, okay, okay. I just wanted him to give me a heave ho because my bed's so high off the floor that I just couldn't get up there. But he was like having no part of that. He was like, nope, 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 and nope. He was like, okay. I thought that was pretty funny. Your kids tell you all about how you are when they're playing your nurses. Because after being with having been a nurse, I know what's going on in healthcare, and I don't want to stay in there any longer than I have to. And so it's like, yep, I'm ready to go home. I think after the last one, I went home in less than 24 hours. I was just not just tell my kids, one time my pressure was so low, but it took me so long to get into surgery. I was referred to the surgeon in June. It took me till September to get in with an appointment. And then it took me until November to get the surgery. So I was like, yeah, no way am I gonna like go to the ER for anything and miss out, not happening. So when my pressure bottomed out into like the 50s, it was like 70 over 50 or some crazy crap like that. And I don't even know what caused it. But I remember I hadn't drank a whole lot that day because I wasn't feeling good. And so my daughter was like, I'm taking you to the ER. And I was like, oh, no, you're not. I said, because they'll sit there and cancel my surgery, and I'm not having any part of that. I said, so you can just take me home, put my feet up, and give me some water. And that's what I did. Because basically all they're going to do is start an IV on you, get you some fluid, and elevate your feet. So I did it myself. Yeah, the way it's getting now, that's not bad. Because it's now getting to where if you're in with anyone that's worth their weight, I mean, if it's they're worth, you know, seeing, sometimes that weight can be, like I said, I was referred in June. I didn't get an appointment date until September. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was September. And so, you know, sometimes it takes forever to get in with someone that's worth seeing. I mean, you can get into the ones that, you know, you probably really shouldn't be seeing, if that makes any sense, you know. Yeah, you can get in there, but maybe you shouldn't have. You know, those people you can get in and get seen right away. So yeah, because it was June to November, 6 months. I mean, even when I saw her in September, and I mean, I had a hernia, and well, I can't even say a hernia. It's like half my intestines were literally the only thing holding them in was skin. And she was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, mm-hmm," but I can't do you until November. So it was like, whoa, okay. And so basically, I just never went back to work. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be at work and my stuff's gonna fall on the floor. Uh-huh. I'm not down for that. So it was just like that was the last I ever did. I went straight to my doctor and went, mm-mm. Of course, I went in and telling you if you want anything done, just go in and bawl and squall and don't act like you're all tough and big and bad because you'll be waiting forever. Yeah, see, I had that one that was stuck in the dust, and they just never noticed it. So yeah, it was rough. Those hurt. Those hurt bad. And I sure do. Where is it? There, I see it. All right. Oh, I know what that is. It's not cotton. It is a label. It's a label. Where I'm peeling the labels off. It's where I'm pulling off these labels off the lid. It is one of the labels. But thank you. Otherwise, I would have had that there the whole time because I really didn't notice. But I will try not to put no more in my hair. That was interesting. 37.70. No, 37.99. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm probably going to end up just Googling whether or not our legalizing marijuana went through or not. Or I might try to catch 10 o'clock news. Just for kicks and giggles and curiosity. Yeah, I'm sitting here just pulling and working on these kits. That way I can take them and put them back in the craft room. Yeah, I have a craft room, but I never work in it. I just store stuff in it. I took a bunch of framing stuff back there earlier. because I have a magnetic frame and then I have a stretcher frame. And I took those back there. And I took my staple gun back there. You want to see the craft room? Let me finish this real quick and I'll take you a walk through to the craft room. Now you gotta remember, I bought these back when I started buying all these back when COVID first hit. And I kind of went crazy. I mean, I was just like, and of course, nothing was coming in. You're buying all these things, but nothing comes in, so you just buy more and buy more, and then all of a sudden, like 1 month, 1 month, all of a sudden, it was like, oh my god, my dad was like, what are all these things? Because they all started coming in at the same time. It was like they sat out there for months and then just like overload. Poor man, he was like, every day. Because when I was working, like when I was working and when I worked, I did call and I lived in another town every other week. And so on the weeks I wasn't home, he would make sure that, my mail got put in his living room. And there was times I'd come home and like there was just this gigantic, unmentionable pile in his living room. Because I'm never back there. I just go shopping back there. I mean, I literally go shopping back there. I mean, I'll buy a new kit now and then, and give y'all an unboxing. But I've got retired kits back there, and I want to do them. I do want to do them, and I'll get to them. It's just a matter of when. This over. There's one back. I'm on this side of it now. Okay. Underneath it. I got one box left to do. And I dread when I do my rounds because all I did for my rounds was literally when I did my rounds. I'm going to move something out of here because that is an AB. But when I did my rounds, I sat there and I used to have them in the same boxes, and I really ran out of room. I mean, we're talking big time ran out of room. And so I literally kind of just took all my rounds and just threw them. I mean, they were just thrown in those two boxes right there. Two whole boxes of them just thrown. It's going to be awful. I really dread it because they're not in order. They're not nothing. They don't even have. That's why I bought the new cards because I didn't feel like cutting cards this time. So I bought cards and I got labels from Admore's F and GP the Sparklers, and I'll make my round boxes or bags up because I was like, yeah, I'm not cutting all them things up again. Because I cut them all the first time. But I was like, yeah. So they're just bags, whole bags, just tons of them thrown in there. I'm gonna have to make an AB box though, between all the ones I've been buying and crystals and sparklers, but all the ones I've been buying, and then the ones I saved from Diamond Art Club. Yeah, got them everywhere. Everywhere. And the only one I ever acquire the most of is 141, of course. Yes, I have spent weeks, but I spent 24 hours once when I was first doing putting them all in the baggies thing. I mean, it was literally, there's 141. literally 24 hours. You know, I bought the baggies, and then 24 hours of sitting here and putting a baggie for each, you know, round and square for each number, so that when you find them, then you can just add them like that. That's 141. And I'm almost done. I got like 2 rows left. But now I'm down to where I can just start tossing them in, because I've already done all this all day. And what I did today was, did I actually turn my sound off? Sorry, guys. I wasn't trying to do that. I think I just accidentally touched it. But it takes a lot of time, a lot of love. But once you have it, then you can sit here and just pour them in. And that's why I separated them into separate boxes, because I accidentally made a mistake as I was just going away. And I poured some rounds into squares, because I didn't realize I picked up the square bag. So I was like, yeah, they're going in their own little boxes. They get in their own spot. So we're not doing that again. And I do not understand this. But one company's 209 is like a light lavender, and then Diamond Art Club is a very dark, dark lavender. So I'm just giving them their own baggies. Like, yeah, I'm not even mixing those. That would be a mess. Just like, look at this, guys. See the difference? I mean, it's like mega different. So it's like, yeah, I'm not down for that. And so, like, Diamond Art Clubs are one color, and Uniquely Yours or Craftably are totally different colors. And I mean, it's a big enough color change that you can tell. And it would be a pain in the wookus to sit there and change them out. Yeah, pain. So I just made an extra bag that goes behind, and that way I can just pull out whichever for whatever company. You know, because I always keep most of the Uniquely Yours. I keep Craftably's and Diamond Art Clubs because they have the best reels. Most of my budget reels I don't. Sometimes I'll give them to put them in a big bag and give them to the kids. Here, take these to school. Go play. I mean, it's not even just like a subtle change in dialogue. It's like it's going to be a whole new color. At least that one's not too far off, and I can just pick out. But yeah, that is a pain when they're totally different, because those are a little different, but most of them are the same. But dialogue stuff is crazy, stupid. Oh, it must not have been the 312 in here. Now that's enough different on the video. This one's gray, but 1 3/18 is a lighter, way lighter, way lighter gray than that one. one's 333. That one's usually about the same. Yeah, they just purple. Hey, it's just a purple. They're still different, but they're purple. So I can just dig around for a purple family when I'm doing them. And you can sit there and if you're adding in, you can either, find one, like if you're just replacing one, you can just put one in. Oh, that one's pretty close. You can put one in, or if you're doing, a little area, just pick one that you have all the same shade. Because otherwise you'll have 9 zillion, excuse my nose, it just, you'll have 9 zillion bags. I don't know what my cat's into, but I hear her over there in all of her glory. 334. I'll just stick that bag in there behind it. And we're going to go with 414. That's another one that I've got, like, different shades. That one's pretty close. I get rid of my little silver streak. There it is. My little silver streak on Tuesday. I finally quit trying to do it myself because I was just like, this is not working out well. So I'll just go pay somebody. I mean, it took 2 times to get all that red and blue and yeah, that mess out of my hair. Evidently, and I did not know it, but red is the hardest color to get out of your hair. So if you put red in, you can play the devil getting it out. And I was just like, oh, I did not know that. She was like, yeah. And I was like, wonderful. And it was too. It took 2 sessions of 5 hours to get it out of my hair. And I still have some, just not as bad. Now it's more of a, I don't even know what color you'd call it, but it's not that bright red. Okay, okay, that color. Oh, yeah, there's a diamond eye color. So when I get this done, we'll take a trip to the craft room so I can drop off these 3 boxes that I finished. Put them up. And I don't even know what all is in there. I mean, because I went through and like the 4 packs from Star Wars that was on Amazon. I bought a bunch of those, and I bought what else did I buy? I bought some craft. I got Craftably in there. I got Shimmer Stitch. I got um, let me see what else is in there. I got some in. Shimmer Stitch, I got Craftably, I got Diamond Art Club, I got Dreamer Designs, I got a bunch of AliExpress, I got some from Wish. I mean, you name it, I got it. It was like, oh Lord. And I really didn't even know. My daughter come in one day and I had them just thrown all over the living room floor. I was just throwing them in a pile. And she was like, Mom, you need to go talk to your doctor because I think you got a problem. And so we sat down one day and we put them all in gym flow. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, maybe I do. He would say I went and talked to him and he actually put me on some meds and changed up some meds. Because I literally, and of course I'll get it down to where it's like down in the 340s and then I'll buy more. And I'm back up to 360 by the time they all come in, but all of them aren't that expensive. So it's not as bad as it used to be because, I mean, I used to do some damage. I'd be like them people that be buying 6 and 7 and 8 diamond art clubs and like thinking nothing of it, And it's just like, just nothing of it. Just like, oh, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. And then you just keep doing that, I want that one. And when I went through a phase where I was just buying to be buying. Yeah, I sat down last night and did this little thing where I did like little hearts, and had little lines going from one to the other. And I was just tracking the ones I've done. And I have done 100. By the time I finish Autumn Puppies and the Snow Dome, I will have done 104 that I have completed. And I think I have like 360 in my stash. So, yeah. I did not realize I had done that many. Of course, I've given most of them away as presents. They'll come in and say, "Oh, I like that." I'm like, "Here, take it." Like the Kindred Spirits from Craftably. I don't know if anyone's seen it or not, but it's the horses. I did that one for my aunt and gave it to her. It's like, "Here, you like horses? Here you go." But I have gotten to where it's got to be something really, really outstanding for me to get it. I mean, like the Drew, he's pretty impressive. So you got to be outstanding for me to buy you now. And then the Autumn Puppies, I bought it because the little dog on the very top dog looks just like my dog did as a puppy. I mean, all my grandkids like it's Taz, and it does. It looks just like my dog. I mean, spitting image of him when he was little. So it's pretty cool whenever you have one that looks like one that you own. There we go. 714. Oh, that one's way off. Way off. Good drills, but way off. But yeah, it'll be where I'm not buying a bunch of kits unless they're smaller. None of the big, huge Mamba Jambas. And try to get some of my 30 by 40s and some of my really budget ones. I did buy a couple of the, what do you call those things? The artist, where it's like the book where you can put your pictures in it and just turn the pages. That way I'm not framing them all. Yeah, in fact, during the event, I dug into my stash and gave some of them away. So some people got some of my stash for giveaway. And they got like some of I had some of those real tray things where you can put 4 or 5 trays in it. And It holds 4 or 5 trays. So kind of went through some of my stuff and said, "Hey, I'll just put this in my stash." Oh, there we go. Again, take us a little walkabout and just close this. That one's the loose papers, the white, and then we'll go walk. All right. So, let me flip you around. I didn't do it. Cameras facing back. All right. Now, got 2 of these. And there's the gnomes. I got all of that. I got the Merry Christmas and all that up top. And let me see, we're going into the dark. Make sure I don't hit nothing on the way. We'll put that up there. Oh, I'll put that up to keep the dogs from coming back to the very back. Okay, let me get this in here. Okay. Ow. Oh. Oh. Lord. Okay. I'll show you. This is up there with those command strips. So I got a command strip in each corner, and that's what's holding her up. These guys, they're being held up with magnetic frame. Love these guys. And she is on a foam board, and he's in a frame. Sorry about the light. Okay. All right. So at the very top, I'll pull this out of Christmas. That's my festive fireplace. And what I was telling you about, Cindy, is on the clock. Oh no. See if I put the other one on. You put on the other, no, other. See if that pulls it up a little better. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a line. I'm so short, I can't. But there's a line that goes in that clock face, and I took it out. And then, like, on either side of the fireplace, there was lines going up and down. I took them out. And then I think I put electric glow around the lamps. And then I changed out all the ornaments and the boxes. And then on here, I have all of my, like Diamond Dots colors and extra bottles, my Goo Gone and my Xyron. I don't even know what's in here. Oh, more baggies. And staplers and wet wipes. And then this is assorted stuff. And like my 3 tins and colors that I have zillions of. I just started saving little jars and putting them in jars. And then I made this. Made that paint holder out of 4 napkin holders and a paper towel holder from Dollar Tree.
And then, of course, I've got a bunch of duct tape and stuff. Okay, this box has my crown jewel paintings. They're in this big tube and a little tube. And then I'm not sure what the other ones are, but it's paintings. And I have some empty boxes here because I didn't know if I was going to need them for shipping or not. And I didn't, thank God. Okay, then I got that box full of paintings. And that box. And I've gotten enough off my hangers now. And what I did is my dad made this contraption here and drilled holes in it. And I put a curtain rod across it. And then the I think it's six. Yeah, six. And then I just put them on there. And these were all full. I've actually done enough that I've got some empty spots that I can actually put more on. But I got tired of them getting all messed up, so I got them all hanging. And they just hang up here. My daughter-in-law found this one. We have one of those, it's like an Amazon return store. It's where on Friday they're like $10 and Saturday they're like $7. And by the time you get to Monday or Tuesday, they're down to $1. And she was in here and found them. And so some of these are good. Some of these not so good. I got a Paint Gym Mystery. And then this one, you can tell that's not going to be very good. This one looks like it'll be pretty good. But I hate double-sided. And so those are my double-sideds. I got that big, humongous thing. I think that came from Wish. And that's the Aurora Beauty from DAC. And then I've got my paper cutters and some frame parts up there and some of the bags. Then I got another box of them there. Then I have frames. And then I have all these. Now, the Diamond Art Club is not so bad because you know what's in those. You pull them out and you at least know. But I got those down there, and I got Reamer Designs in there. I got Diamond Art Club there, and I got Diamond Art Club there. And then you get into these. And then some of these, like the tube rollers, are Craftably. So I got 3 Craftablys in there. And I got a couple of Uniquely Yours in there. And the rest are all AliExpress. And for the love of me, I don't know what they are. And of course, I wasn't smart enough to take them when I pulled them out, to see what I had, to write it on the box so that I could just pull out the box and say, oh, that's that. And then I have my washi tapes. These are on Amazon. They're great. And they'll hold like 5 rolls, and you can just stack them. Love those. And why I don't come in here and craft, I don't know, because I got a TV. I could hook up a Roku. I got oh geez, brain. And this, of course, this is all my storage. I got multiple kinds. There we go. I got those lock boxes, but they drive me nuts. Yes, I do. And what I'll probably do is my grandson's going to be up here for a week. And then, of course, I need to go through this box. This was just odds and ends that were on my table. And I threw them in here. Of course, there's another one of those. I know what this one is, though. I think it's Purple Flowers. And I may have even put the magnetic frame that went with it. That's a little cow I wanted. There's some washi tape in there. More washi tape. Some of them funnels that I kept. Oh, and these are little cover minders I made. These were buttons. And you rip off the back of the button and and so those were cover minders I made. And oh, the heart trays. And what I'll probably start doing is digging in this box to do giveaways, some wacky tacky, do random giveaways. But that is my another pin, random pin. All the rest of my pins are out the front. What is this? Oh, more command strips. When I find them on sale, and this is the bags I was talking about. These clear ones from when the old Diamond Art Club bags. When you have a bunch of 310s or 939s or whatever, you can put them in those. I'll flip my camera around again. But you can put them in those and it'll be really good. Tried to talk my son into putting my Christmas tree up, and he's like, "No, Mom, it's not even Thanksgiving." He said, "I'll put it up Thanksgiving Day before I leave." Because my tree is like, I have very few ornaments because it's flocked and has, I don't know how many colors or lights in it. And so by the time you got the lights and the flocking, it's kind of pretty. So I just leave it be. Okay, another box. Another box. Oh, what's in here? It was a Diamond Art Club because I got an extra bag of 310 that was left. There we go. And there we go. So, what number is that? That's the right number, but I'm putting this in this little bag. See? And I just put 310 on the bag, and I just put them in the bag. Yeah, it's you feel cluttered in there. I mean, there is so much stuff in there. But I am going to have to go through them boxes and find out what's in them boxes, because some of the pictures I would really like to do. I just don't know where they're at. So if I knew which ones they were and where, you're welcome. And like I said, when my grandson's up here, because I'll have him help me, and I'll do like a 2 or 3 different hour videos on it, because we'll open the boxes, find out what's in the boxes. Lord help us. Oh, more black. Find out what's in those boxes, and that way I can put like florals in one area and landscapes in another area, and stuff like that. Kind of give it like areas so I can say, hey, I'm in the mood to do a fantasy picture, and go to the fantasy area, because right now it's just a whole crap load of boxes. At least my Diamond Art Club, so I know what they are. But them other ones, I truly, honestly don't. No way, no how. Not even, nada. And the only way to find out is to actually go in there and open up every stinking box and dig through it. Let's see. 132. I thought I had a 132. Oh, 127. This is all my Diamond Art Club ABs. And I don't want to just keep making bags unless I have to. 130. One 26, 125. That's 310. One 26. Oh my Lord. 137. 100, 101, 7. Cannot tell me I don't have a 132. I've got all these ABs and no 132. That is just insane. Nice, pretty orange ABs. But I've just done so many squares, I don't have no rounds. And then I'll just take that off, and then I take off the 132 part and put it on the bag. Okay, what's the next one? 134. I would think I have a 134, 137, 100, 101. Just in case I don't, but I would think I would. Because that's that dark blue. That one don't even have a number. But I think those are round anyway. Yeah, those are round. 136, 130, 118. Good Lord. Hi, Mommy. Yep, I need to make an AB box. I see an AB box coming. And they keep coming out with more. And then, of course, you know, they went from having one AB in a picture to having like 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So, yeah, it's even getting to be where you have more. Okay, 137. There. That one I have. But these are all my leftover ABs out of my Diamond Art Club kits. That is just crazy. And then this one, I actually have it. But I do need to get another shoe box just so I can make like an AB box. And that one, these are so small, I probably could put both round and square in the same one. Yes. Okay, now I can get that out of the way. And 154. And that one is so different. But yeah, I'm not even going to put that in the same box. That is just way, 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 way too different. I'll show you here in just a minute. Because it's like night and day. Okay, this is 154. And this is 154. See if I can get those. There they are. And then this one. So, I mean, yeah, way different. Is this a round kit? Yeah, that's a round kit. I didn't have it. Okay. So we're not going to do this one right now because it is round. I'll go over and get that other one because I haven't even put the rounds together yet. 153, 155. And 154. Okay. We'll just put this right here. No, they shouldn't have that much difference. They should not. Because, I mean, I only keep from the premium company, so you would think they would be pretty spot on. Yeah, that's a good idea, Soft. Okay, I'm gonna put you on, I'll block out for a minute so I can go get that other box. I didn't realize this was a round. So I don't have to do X. I haven't even got the round boxes set up. I'm fine. Phone down. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm back. Now, oh, this is going to be so fun. Not even. Because I'm doing a, what do you call it, lockable. And I mean, but some of mine, I got a couple that I'm fixing to chunk because the locks don't work on them no more. I've done, used them so much that the lock does not work. And that one's a brand new bag. So at least I don't have to worry about different colors. 300. Yeah, I'm on a roll. I've gotten, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done today. And I think I'm going to use, sorry about the stretching, guys, but I'm going to use my little shrimp boat. And that way I can pour it in the shrimp boat. That way I don't wear them. Because I just have a sneaky feeling if I tried to go from a lockable to a bag, I'd end up wearing it. And then I'll pour it from the shrimp boat into a bag. And I usually use submarines, but I've been doing so much confetti lately, I'm starting to like the shrimp boat a lot. I mean, a lot. Because I have just been doing so much confetti. And unfortunately, anyone who's followed me knows that with Bad Day at the Office, I literally ended up getting 2 canvases because the first canvas was so rendered so poorly that we couldn't use the drills, we couldn't use anything, and we had to just start over from scratch. So I have all those drills plus, the drills for the second canvas. So I've got drills coming out my ears. And I mean, you just can't use that canvas because I'd say they sent me like 40,000 939s. The back room where all the pictures and skulls and all that in the background is, it was all 939. And then her hair was solid, 939. And then you had her face, and then it went down to her outfit, and it was all 939. I mean, you couldn't differentiate anything. Everything was 939. And so I just got tons of 939. I got that big bag that you saw. And then I've got probably seven areas still left in the lockable. So it's like crazy. It's like 939 heaven. But maybe by the end of the night, I'll have the table where I can get to the whole table. And then tomorrow I can do a video doing the post review of those two canvases, because they're both so huge. I mean, they are both big canvases. So there's no way that I can do them on the island. Just no way. You'd either see the top or you'd see the bottom, but you wouldn't see the whole effect. That was uniquely yours. And it was back in February. And so I had been working with Jenny, and I just got it June, July, August, September. I did it the same month. Well, I did it the same month I did my event. So I got it the end of September. And we had been trying to get it re-rendered and fixed since February. And it finally got done. And I don't even know if it's still on the site, because I know she took it down because of the issues with it. And just had Rose go in and just kind of fix it. Because they had done it so dark that everything was 939. I mean, I was just like, yeah, this isn't going to work. I was even trying to figure out how I could fix it. But I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I can do a lot, but I just don't know if I can do that. Because that would have been a lot of graphing. And I mean, I can do some, but I don't think I could have done it to that extent that would have needed it. It would have needed a lot. A whole lot. Because I would have had to graph the difference, and I wasn't even worried. I wasn't even going to put the books or anything in the back. I was just like, yeah, I was just trying to figure out a way to make it where you could see the difference between her hair and her clothes and the background. And I was just like, I don't know how. I'm going to put my glasses back on because it's hard to see these drill numbers. Sorry, guys. It's just hard to see the numbers without my reading glasses. I think next week when I'm at my doctor's office, I'm going to stop by. They have one of those Vision Express in Conway. And I may stop in and say, yo, I need new glasses. Can I get a new script? Because, you can't do nothing without a new script. And I'm wearing the same contacts for forever now. And so that's one I think I'm just going to have to break down and make a trip in there and say, give me a script. Hi, Bonnie. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. But just make an appointment and say, yeah, I just need, number one, I need a contact prescription so I can get new contacts. I was trying to put that back in. This is where my problem with the lockables come in. I don't know if anyone else has used lockables, but they don't want to go back in their holder. They do not want to go back in their holder. They'll come out of it. But you try to put them back in, it'll peel the labels off your stuff. I mean, give me fits. I'm always having to tape my labels back down because it's peeling the labels off. So coming out is great. And if you're working somewhere, you can just leave them laying around, it's no problem. But since I usually work in on the couch like I am right now, it's kind of an issue. And I'm going to show you something. This is between the two kits because when I kitted up, I just kitted both colors into it. And I'm going to show you, and this is from Uniquely Yours. It was the same kit, the same number, but that is the difference in the drills. And they were already mixed together, so I'm just leaving them. But yeah, because when the new kit came in, I just kind of added the new stuff to it, and that's what I ended up getting. Yeah, I tried to give them away to my daughter, but she don't care for them much either. So, needless to say, I don't buy any more. But when I bought them online. And I bought them online, and I just bought one. I didn't realize it was a case of like 8 of them. So I got 8 of them. Yeah, it was just like, what? So, yeah, when you're buying online, they can get you. It's like, I didn't realize that I was buying it by the case. And so I got tons of them. And like I said, some of them are about to go because the locks are getting where they won't stay locked. And that's no fun. My favorite are the little suitcasey things with the 60 bottles. Now, I am going to try, because I see Gracie talking about the ones that are square, like the Tic Tac boxes, only they're square. And so I am going to try those. Found some on AliExpress for like $11. So I thought for $11, I'll give it a try. But, yeah. Yeah, keep the cases, but you can just buy these, I think, separately when they start going out. Yep, that's my favorite, the round screw drops. That is my go-to. I love them. And my daughter came up here and confiscated a couple from me, and it's like, now you don't even diamond paint us. What's the deal? Yeah, I don't like the Tic Tacs because the cases, they come off too easy. But I thought I'd give those square ones a try because I don't know if they'll come off as easily. Because I hadn't tried those. I tried the square ones, and I didn't like those. And I really don't like the ones that are the 4 stuck together. Because those can be kind of bad too. I only use those if I'm doing like a special or a budget. Just got a few drills and not many, and I know I'm not going to be in and out of it very much. Yeah, see, I'm just now going to be trying the square ones because I've heard so much good stuff about the square ones. And so I found one that had like, I think it was 30, and one that had like 80. And so I got those. I was like, I'll give them a try. Okay. I got so much washi in there, I might just go around the tops of all of them. Harbor Freight is pretty good, except for a lot of times they'll get caught in the opening, the edge, and you'll have a problem with that. But other than that, they're pretty good. I use those for my little kits, like the ones who have like 24 colors or less is what I'll use those for. never thought I'd see the day that I kit up according to how many colors I have. And that was why I bought the 80 one, because I'm starting to get some kits that are 64 colors. Like Autumn Puppies. I've actually got my 60 case full. And then I got like 5 extra bottles that I had pulled out of the craft room. Okay, what was you? 7:30? I think you're 7:30. That I pulled out of the craft room because I actually had to have 5 more extra colors. Yeah. That's a light color. Actually, I didn't show a color. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of colors. But I like a lot of colors. I'm sitting over here with that one that's got 200. Well, I think I've done to 230. I think I've actually been able to finish out a couple of colors. I think I was actually able to go through about 10 colors. What? Where's my 30? I guess I don't have a 30. Oh, there it is. Wow, it's only a 60 by 80 and it had 75. That thing must have been confetti nightmare. But they usually make the prettiest pictures. Like I got a couple of Marie Bones, and I really want to do them. I really, really, really do. But oh, I know they're gonna hurt because hers are so confetti. Hers are just unreal. I think I have a Dreams of Elysium or something like that, and then I have something about a bridge and one other one. And my daughter actually used to play their bingo games and won a couple of their bingo games. And she's like, Mom, that thing's so big, I may end up giving it to you. Because I can knock a big one out in a very reasonable amount of time, 2 or 3 weeks. Whereas with her, a big one would take her forever. Yeah, that's what it is, a bridge to cross. And they're beautiful pictures. They're beautiful. But they are confetti, 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 confetti. And unfortunately, I think mine are version 1 or 2 to where they were kind of fuzzy, and I'll probably end up having to call and get the PDF for it. And now I'm so used to working on my HAID that I'm kind of used to working from a PDF. So at least it won't be so painful. I'm kind of used to it. 738. Oh no, that's going to have a different one because that's way different. That one's got a green tint, and the other one's got a yellow tint. So I don't know if you can import it, but even if they just send it to me, I can just do it on my phone. I know the one I got in Pattern Keepers from Heaven and Earth. I have a couple of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith back before she made hers, where you could just get them on the open market. And then I have my Josephine Wall, and then I got some Randall Spanglers. And I finally figured out, I mean, I got Pattern Keeper down now. Man, when I first started using that thing, nothing drove me nuts. I am not computer literate. Like when Nix is always talking about OBS and all these extra windows and extra cameras and all this, I'm like, yeah, no. Nope, 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 nope. Let me know if it works. That's an idea, because I mean, I have a bunch of their older kits that I know I'm going to have problems with because they're kind of fuzzy, and so I'm going to end up having to get the PDF, and if I had it in Pattern Keeper, that'd be much easier. Okay, 138, 738, there we go. 8, 39. I know it's like a hunt, peck, figure, scratch your head a little more, figure some more, scratch your head a little bit more. I was so happy the day I found out about just pressing on the hi Crafty Witch, that you could just press on the symbol and it would bring up the color. I was so happy when I found that, figured that out, because I was sitting there for every 600 section going, starting at the top and going down to the bottom, and that takes a long time when you have 240 colors and you only need probably 50 of them. It was like, oh God, there's got to be an easier way. And I just started poking on things, and I was like, oh wow, look at that. Okay, that one's done. And then my round one is just going to have to wait, because I got to actually make the labels for it and a whole freaking 9 yards, which is what I spent all morning doing for the squares. Literally. Because my old labels, I mean, if someone wants them, let me know and I'll send them to them. Yes, good practice for a Haid. Actually, my Haid now just reminds me of when I used to cross stitch, except I'm not using needle and thread. That's the only difference. No needle and thread. Because that is it. There we go. Well, I hope the boys don't start wrestling down there. My 2 bigger dogs like to play tug of war with the toys as they tear them apart. And right now it's hunting season, so I'm trying to keep them in the house because I don't want their big butts to get shot thinking they're a deer. And one of them escaped this morning. I was letting my dad's dog out because, that's the break-in doggy, and she still breaks in. So I just let her in because otherwise she'll rip my window apart to get in. And so I was letting her out, and she was like a cat, taking her time. And so my other dog just kind of busted through. I was like, oh. At least he's all brown. The other one looks like a little deer. I mean, he's same coloring as a deer, so someone could really actually shoot him and be like, oh, I thought it was a deer. So I try to keep them in the backyard. I mean, I live out here and there's nothing but acres and acres and acres and acres, and they're used to running, but during deer season, I try to keep them put up so that, as my son and my brother and my grandsons now, they scare off the deer, which they don't. Because I've sit there and seen them play with the deer. But I just don't want to take a chance of them getting shot. And as anyone who knows me, got me on Facebook, they saw that my grandson, my 8-year-old grandson, is the only one that brought a deer in this weekend. He was so proud of himself. And yes, they don't shoot it unless they're going to eat it. So it's at the processing plant or place right now getting processed. Told my son, I said, I just want one package of tenderloins. So I'll be getting some backstrap. I will definitely be getting some backstrap out of it. 436. Huh? That was way in the wrong area. But this one's not. Hey, we go catch our dinner. And I have no clue what color that was because the sticker came off. So, and I just don't need it that bad. So I just need this little thing here so I can throw it in it. But yeah, I just wanted the backstrap. Put me some tenderloins. I think he made a bunch of hamburger or deer burger out of it. The tenderloins. And what else did he make? A couple of steaks and some stew meat. And then I found out that the actual place he went to is just like right down the road from me. And I was like, yes, you mean I got a butcher shop right down the road? I can just go right down the road and go to the butcher shop? And he said, yeah, Mom. And I was like, well, I'm never going to town. About the only time I'll be going to town now is when I got to go to a doctor's appointment. Then I'll do, get my gas. And if I want to buy some wine and see my doctor and check out Hobby Lobby and then go to Dollar General for most of the stuff and go to the butcher shop to get the meat. I was like, I'm set. But yes, we have hunting season and I'm getting inundated with hunters again this weekend because I think this coming weekend is actual open gun season. And so my son's like, yep, I'm being there. Last weekend was only kids under 16 could hunt. And then this one coming up is actually for the big guys. And my son, he was like, yeah, I did. He said, I went bow because, bow hunting's open right now for men. He said, I went bow hunting. He said, but that's a learning experience. And he said, I'm not doing so good, because you got to figure out the wind and you got to figure out the drift and how heavy your bolts are and all that good stuff. And so he was like, yeah, I'm not doing so good. It went under him, over him, but it didn't go near him. So this weekend, he's like, yes, it's gun season. I told him, I said, well, if you need an extra one for one of the boys, I got mine underneath the bed. He was like, when's the last time you sighted it in? I was like, I don't know. When's the last time I hunted? Been years. Because I have decided I am way too old to be climbing up the hill and then sitting in the cold, waiting for some poor little squirrely animal to come by so that I can shoot it. I was like, yeah, no. I've just outgrown that point in my life. I think I am going to use another one of these wonderful little things. And just put that on there. Because I'm thinking there's going to be a bunch of these. Bunch of them. But yeah, I was like, we're good. I said, you can just use mine. I said, if someone breaks in, I wouldn't use my rifle anyway. Oh, let me check. No, my camera's still on. Did it come back on? My back. It may have turned off when it fell over. Is there still no picture? Let me try this. Let me go out. And no. Is it back now? Okay, thanks. I have figured out how to go out and come back in without having to restart. After that fiasco the other day. That was awful. I know I was about ready to shoot it. Where it kept shutting down and turning off, and yeah, I was not a happy camper. That was just crazy. And then wait till you see in just a minute. Get in just a moment. I'll show you this bag. You will be amazed at this bag. Oh my God. Let me grab my 939s because I'm going to need them here. There they are. Is this it? Nope, that's 3371. That's 310. I haven't made a 939 yet. Well, I'm fixing to. Because these are all 939. Plus that bag you saw just a little bit ago. So, yeah. Now, back when I had my crappy satellite internet, I would have believed anything. But then they came up with, would you like fiber optic video or internet? And I was like, you're kidding. And they were like, no, we're putting it in starting this date. Would you be interested? And I was like, yes. It's all, they come out and dug the ground up, put holes, dug up the ground, laid pipe, put the wire in the pipe, and then, put a box on the outside of the house and then ran it in the house. And it is, oh, I love it. And it's actually $100 cheaper than the satellite. Yeah, it's $100 cheaper than the satellite was. And the satellite, I ran out of data within like a week. And it would take up to 12 hours to upload a YouTube video. I mean, it was just like crazy. So, yeah, I love the new one. New one takes, I think the longest video has been like 5 minutes to upload. Because I asked them, I was like, well, what should I get? And they said, well, what are you wanting it for? And I said, well, my kids use Gamer to Gamer. And they said, oh, you're going to need this one. And I said, I do live streaming and broadband. And they were like, oh, you'll definitely need this one. And so I got that one. And it's the highest one they have, but it's well worth it. Man, I got rid of my cable. I was like, oh, I don't need cable no more. I'll just stream. And so that's what I do is I just stream. I was watching Star Trek Next Generation on Pluto. And then all of a sudden it went from that. Of course, I think they went through the whole season twice. To now they're doing the original Star Trek. So if anyone likes the original Star Trek, it's on Pluto under the Star Trek original channel. It used to be Star Trek Next Generation channel, but now it's the other. This one, because there's one more little. Oh, sorry, guys. He just went flying. He went flying across the room. But I actually needed to get this because I still have one more little box. Yeah, I don't have no landline either. It's just I just use my phone and the internet and just stream. And I mean, I live 18 miles from town. I know, don't you love Pluto? I always just I started watching some of the classics, the old classic shows. And then Stargate channel and the Star Trek channel. It's like, yeah, this is awesome. Okay, that is all 939s. Is that not amazing? That is crazy. All 939s. I mean, that is just insane. Oh, and then wait till I show you the bag. I still got another whole bag of drills because of having the 2 canvases. Because some of them were so far off that it was like, no, and I probably won't even keep them. I'll probably just leave them in the bag and put them in here separately because they're so far off. I mean, it's a good thing Jenny changed her guy because he really sucked. I mean, I hate to say that about people, but he really did. He was bad. Yeah, I've started watching the Pluto, and I'm kind of special ones where I could get reels for like $1.99 a month, and the AMC Discovery Plus or the AMC Plus, to where I could get the Discovery of Witches for like $1.99 a month. And I was like, I'll pay $1.99 a month. I wasn't going to pay the $8.99 a month. It's like, y'all insane. And then my son pays for Paramount and lets me bump off his Paramount. And then I did the Disney bundle to where you get the Disney, the Hulu, and Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. Even though I don't watch ESPN, if my son-in-law's here, he's all about the sports. And so, but you get all that, and I get it for like $14.99 a month. I started watching it, and it's so weird because it's close to the old one, but not quite. It is not bad. I mean, I started watching it, but it's like close to it, but not quite. It's really weird. But it wasn't bad. I will say it was not bad. 33.71. I think I'm just going to make a big bag of those. Because I got all this. And then I got a feeling that I'm going to have more. But I love the interview with the Discovery of Witches. That was just like, when I found that, I was just like in heaven. I think I've watched it 3 times, and all 3 times I noticed different parts or different new things. It is. my daughter was like, I don't like it because it's not, the original actors. And I was like, well, most of the original actors are like buku old now. I said, but if you ever read the book, it's pretty close to the book. And of course, it is straight on Anne Rice. I mean, it's more like Anne Rice. And if you've ever read her books, you know what I'm talking about. It is straight up Anne Rice. Whereas the first one was, but it wasn't all the way. I mean, it was sort of, but if you read the books, it was like, yeah, it's not quite right. This is like, yeah, it's Anne Rice. Anne Rice is one of those things that you can't go to a public setting and read the book. It's like, yeah, no. Okay, and that was how much 3371 I had. So now I've got 4 big bags like that. 1, 3, 4, 5 of different colors. But I figure that's better than the alternative. Yeah. 37.90. You can see through your glasses better when they're straight on your face. Kind of works a little better. Because for some reason, that just wasn't working with them being cockeyed. Hi, Snuggies. I'm good. I'm sitting here dekinting 9 zillion kits. Where was that one? There it is. 436. And how you get to where you and I've been doing my storage. And we did a little craft room raid as I went and put some storage away and showed them some of what I got, but I don't know what I got. I really don't. I really, 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 really don't. It's like I think I got, but I'm not sure. Yeah, 469. How's your day going? I hope y'all having a great day. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck is huge. I got one of his. What is it? What's the name of that? Great Reflections. Some reflections. Got the geese or the ducks in the lake and the mountains in the background. I got that one up on my mantle. That was the one I won Mindy's first chuck along with. I was one of the people that won the $50 gift card from back. I was so happy about that. I was so happy, guys. I was in line because I had, you go into Casey's, which is the gas station over here that has the pizzas and the soft drinks and all. And I'd gotten my pizza and my soft drink, and I was in line, and it came up saying that I'd won the gift card. I was so excited. I started jumping up and down that I'd won. I won. And I took straight off out the door, drove off, didn't even think twice about it till I was about halfway home. And then I was like, oh my God, I didn't pay for the pizza. And so I went to work the next morning and just stopped in the gas station and was like, guys, I'm sorry, but I didn't pay last night. So here's the money for this. And they were looking at me and they were like, you came back to pay us? And I was like, yeah. They were like, wow. They were so shocked that I actually came back in and told them and paid for it. But I did. I smooth just took off out of there, ran out the door, got in my car, started driving home. I was just so excited. And then I was like, oh man, I didn't even pay. And I felt so bad. And they were really good about it. They were just like kind of laughing and took the money and said, well, if you hadn't come in, we would have never known. It was just a pizza. I said, yeah, but I would have known. Oh my God, I got drills. At least now I can say I can probably do my other Heaven and Earths, the Crown Jewel ones, and probably have drills for them. Yeah, they were really nice about it. You know, they were like, oh, okay, fine, here, you know. But I felt so bad. But I lived so far away that it was like there was no way that I could have even remotely, you know, have gone back and gave them money. There was just no way. Let's see, what is it? Oh, that one. Because I lived 50 miles from where I worked at the time, so it was like, yep, sorry, you got to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, that one's a little bit too far, but I know it's going to have a whole lot more drills, so. I got the idea for this drill storage from Admore Zest. Back when she was 4 kids at 147, I was at my daughter's house and I was up because you know I don't sleep. I just really don't sleep. And so I was up, you know, crazy hours. And that came on and I was watching it and I was like, that's what I'm going to do. And that was how I came up with my drill storage, was Admore Zest. 610. Yeah, it used to be an hour to work and an hour home. So out of my 12 and a half hour day, I still had to drive 2 hours. It really sucked. That's one thing I don't miss. And I'm getting to where I don't miss not, you know, being out and about around people all the time. You know, because like I said, I live 17 and a half miles out of the nearest town, other than, you know, like 20 houses in a row. I mean, they finally put a Dollar General in out here about 3 miles from the house, and we were ecstatic. Because other than that, you had to drive 18 and a half miles or 17 and a half miles just to get to a grocery store. And that's a pretty long drive just to get to a grocery store. Okay, box down and box down and oh, sorry guys, we're tilting. Trying to put y'all straight. There. And now this last one. I have literally been working on this since like 10 o'clock this morning. Which is probably why I always put off kidding down to like, I just don't have a choice. Yeah, and that's the nearest thing to me is a Walmart, and our Walmart is not good. It's not one of the good Walmarts. I mean, like where my daughter lives, they have nice Walmarts. Our Walmart, yeah, not a very good Walmart. I'd actually rather go to the Dollar General than to go to the Walmart, and that's pretty sad. That is pretty sad. Yeah, you got an hour long commute too. To live somewhere decent, you pretty much have to have a long commute. I don't mind kidding down. It's just I had to rebuild my boxes. And so that was kind of what took the most time because I bought those new cards where they all matched. And so I had to sit here and put all new labels on all new cards. And yeah, that was kind of time consuming. That took some time. I love kitting up. Kitting up is so relaxing to me. So relaxing. I guess because I just kind of get in my head and do my little thing. Except that art dot thing I did the other day. That thing drove me nuts. We just now figured out a good way to work on it. That dot box, I guess is what they're called. And I've just now figured out a way to work on it where I can get to everything I need to. Yeah, I've had a very busy day. And before I can do that round kit, I'm going to have to actually build round boxes. I know I need some more bags. Do I have any more in here? Please tell me I do. That's round. I don't think I have these colors anywhere. I might have to make a run to the craft room. But I got some extra. Yes, it's squares. And it's a monster. Well, yeah, she's a beast. She is a beast. She's 5 feet tall and 4 feet wide by the time I finish her. I mean, the picture y'all get to see, there's another half the same size as on the other side. I mean, there is another half that's the same size that's hanging on the other side. Let's see if I can find 2 more little bags. I just need 2. But I bet I don't have them. I have to go in the bathroom. I don't think I have those colors anywhere either. Because those are actual DMC numbers. So we'll just go for a walk. My poor vacuum is going to kill me whenever I finally get around to vacuuming my floor because I'm going to have drills everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Let me flip you and I'll let you see this thing. Settings, camera. Okay. There's the back of it. So that's the whole back of it. And then that's the front of it. So okay, this is the front of it. But then we still have all of that on the back. So, I mean, and there's my mess where I was working. I gotta go get some more baggies. I actually ran out of baggies. This time I won't make y'all walk through the dark. I don't feel like walking through the dark. And then see, there's Artemisa. No, it's still kind of dark. Oh, I know why. My son, it's got 3 lights up there, but he sat there and unscrewed a bunch of them. I guess the boys were complaining it was too bright. And so he unscrewed the light bulbs. One of my favorite little pictures, guys, is this one. I absolutely love that picture. And it went very quickly, and it was very easy. In there with it. And I guess I don't need those diamond art boxes now, so I can chunk them. All this for 2 baggies. And then this one here, that one's adorable. And it sparkles like nobody's business. It's that hide and seek from Craftably. And it just came out so cute and so sparkly. Oh, my Lord. And that's big boy. Okay. Now, back to this. Yeah, that hade is humongous. When you start out, I would not recommend. I was like, oh, I'm going to go big. Go big, go home. I would not recommend that. Okay, I'm going to flip you back around. Okay. That wasn't good. Sorry, guys. This has taken me a year. So far, I'm a year and 10 months in. So, yeah. It has literally taken me a year and 10 months to do that one. Right, boxes, stop. So, yeah, it has taken me. I know I just went and got them bags. What'd I do with them? Left them in my lap. That's what I did with them. And of course, all my sticky labels. I don't even want to know where those were at because I haven't used any of them since this afternoon. So there's no telling where those were at. Probably not somewhere good. These bags are not even near the same quality. I do my own framing. A lot of my frames I found at Walmart in their poster frames. You can get really close. And then like Artemisa, yeah, I couldn't find anything that would fit her. So I went for a magnetic frame off of Diamond Art Club. I mean, not Diamond Art Club, but Amazon. And those just are like at the top and bottom. You could probably just get two thin strips of wood and um, glue them together, tack them together, and it would work just the same. And then for the Lady of the Forest, I bought grommets, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grommet the top, and I bought some shower, real pretty decorative shower hooks, and I'm gonna put them up and just kind of slide it on and get a curtain rod that I'll put up on the wall, and then that way if I want to switch it out, I'll just switch it out that way. But like a festive fireplace, I found that frame at Walmart. And then like titanium and Uberon, I found that frame at Walmart. So yeah, it's in the poster frame area. You have about an inch that you'll have to like either mat or um, paint, leave the edges on and paint, or cut down. Like titanium and Uberon was big enough I had to cut a little off. And then I've done where I put them on stretch canvases, because you can get those cheap, 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 and either glue them down or staple them to the back. That's what Hide and Seek's on. She's on a stretched canvas and just stapled to the back. My Great Reflections, or whatever that name of that is, it's on foam board, like a double form foam board, and then stapled to the back of it. And I have one that's a custom that's of, we call it the 4-generation picture because it's of my granddaughter, my daughter, me, and my mom back before she passed away. And that one's I framed it. But I got tired of because you can get them for $20, but that's still $20. And so I was like, I'm gonna find new ways to do this because I'm running out of $20. Ah, another one done. And then see, this is the mess I had. But I still have to go through and do that whole mess. Okay, I'm just gonna put you on a box here because wait till you see this. Okay, these are my leftover drills that I have. Yeah. So I know that's a ton of all right, 645. 3. No. Okay, 33. No. Because I don't want to have to change my box out until I have to. But I mean there's like tons. Tons, 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 tons. Like, let me see, what's this? 938. That'll probably still on our black bags. In fact, it might already be in the back. Oh, that's 939. That's 838. So I just need another bag. So that will just go in here. And new bag, 938. I'm just going to have to write on that one. We'll put that up there and I'll deal with it later. But yeah, I just sit there and I've just found different ways to do them. 3862. That way I can get all this stuff put away. Now, like, see, these are 3862, and I'm just going to leave them separate because that's how different they are. There's this one, and then this one. Two totally different shades. So I will just leave it in that bag behind it. I think they were such different colors that I couldn't even put them in the same bag of the ones from the same company, which is really crazy. Okay, that is an AB, like a 550A, which I never even got to use. Let's see if this is close enough, or if I'm just going to throw it in a separate bag. Yep, separate bag. Okay. I was just trying to see who that was, or what that was. Hey, what's this? $9.39. Oh, he's still my heart. 9.39, 38, 9.39. And I think this whole big Diamond Art Club baggie is going to be full of 9.39. So far, that's all 9.39, guys. Which will work great for that big cat because that big cat's all dark colors. I mean, it's all dark colors. 781, 732, 3821. There, my dog's over there munching. Yep, totally different colors. Okay. A yellow and an orangey. So I just leave it in its baggie and put it behind it. It's just so strange. But at least I'll have my baggie back, or my bag back. I don't see any more that are up high like that. I don't think so, but I got another AB, yellow, nice sparkling. Because one company sends them as the weird, they pick their own numbers, and then the other company sends them as AB. And so I have some that are AB, and then others that are, their own numbers. 936. Now that one's different. Night, Snuggie. Yeah, they were both uniquely yours, and none of the colors matched. So it's like really weird. And I'm hoping her new company is much better. I'm just going to say that that's probably not going to match anything else, so I'll just put it behind. 814. Now 814 is not bad, but it's full, so I'll just stick it behind it. 869. Let's see how close they are. I mean, it's just really weird because, I mean, you would think that the same company, at least they'd be the same, close to the same colors, but they're not. They're like night and day. Now, see, See, light, dark. Same number. And I think even with the same company, they came and they were different colors. I mean, that company just was having a hard day. Hard day. I think she's about got her companies worked out. Yep, same glue type, same everything. They were both poured glue. They were both soft lint. I mean, it's just like the manufacturer went nutso. I mean, absolutely bonkers. And I had to sit there with that kit. And I really wanted to do that kit. I really did. Because it was bought for a specific reason. It was bought when I was still nursing or right after I got out of nursing. And to me, that was how I felt. The way that lady looks is how I felt when I got home from a shift. Those are two different, so I'll just. But that was how I felt when I got home from working a 12-hour shift. So I mean, I bought that for a specific reason because it was, to me, it was how I felt when I got home from working, and period in my life that was over. And so yeah, it was like 803. 803 is not that color. 803 is blue. Blue. Not this. This is not 803. I know that just from working on big gigantic Mamba Jumbo over there. Just from working on her, I know that that is not 803. 33, 48. Yeah, those are totally different too. But so is the other one, so I'll just put 3 of them in there. Hey, you think they would, that same company, that they would stay in their lane? But no, 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 no. Okay, now, one's done. And then I will have all of my squares kitted up. Night, Crafty Witch. Get some good sleep. That one, the 300, is actually close enough, but I just don't have room in the bag, so I'll just slide that bag behind it. But it was actually the right color. That's an improvement. 165. I know I saw it. 167. I'm not sure about that at all. Yeah, no. Okay. This is 167. And I know that's got to be pretty close to the right color because on the little color sticker, it's that color. And this is a dark brown. So I'm not even going to keep those. I'm just not even going to worry with it. When they're that far off, not even going to worry. Because I just know they're not right. Okay, that one's actually kind of close, but it's full bag, so I'll just put it behind it. Okay, this one's an empty bag, but I'm not sure about this. it says brown and that's green, so I'll just put it behind it, and then when I find another one, I'll go with whatever it is. But yeah, that don't look right. You know, you've been diamond painting for a while when you can just tell by looking at it whether it looks right or not. Like these two greens, but totally different shades. See if I can put it on here where they both get seen at the same time. There we go. Totally different shades. So that way, if I get a painting or if I'm working on one, I have a big enough space for one or the other. And they're both being called 470, so I'll just put them, leave them in their own bag. $165. Oh yeah. Okay, and according to this is the right color because that says yellow, and that's a yellow. That's green. So I'm not going to keep that one either. And this is what I dealt with this with this painting. It was just like crazy. That one I'll keep, but I'm going to keep it separate because it's more yellowy than the right color. Now, me and the company had lots of discussions over this painting. And I don't think that's the right one either, so I'll just put it behind it. $640. Oh, that's not going to be close either. Not even. Yep, the office kit. This thing has been a nemesis from the very beginning. Anyway, you know, that's one color that's close enough. I'll actually throw it in the bag. I mean, I love the picture, Bad Day at the Office. My God, that kid. That kid. That kid. That's all I can say about that was that kid. I mean, it wasn't even where I could try to do anything with it. You know, I thought about, well, if I just cut out, do her face and her body and stuff, but it was like, well, how can I tell where her hair begins and ends? And oh, wow. Okay, see, it's supposed to be 733, this color and that color. No, it's not a Rose Prophet. It was Mitch Faust. And what they did is when they did it up at the printers, they had it so dark that you couldn't see anything in it. I mean, literally all the details in it were just so dark that they were washed out. Like all the skeletons and the skulls and the books and all of it was just gone. Oh, see another one. That one color and that color. It's like, yeah, night and day. All right. I've got? Bunch of trash. Bunch of trash. And you know you've been doing it a while. Whenever you can just look at the drills and go, yeah, they're not right. They're not right. And then they're like, why are they not right? I'm like, they're just not right. But when I was kidding, when I was actually unboxing it, and I guess Jenny had gone on and was watching my unboxing, and she was contacting me at the minute it uploaded and going, yeah, don't touch the kit, don't do anything. Um, I'm contacting them, but it took like 7 months. It took forever. You know, between the lockdowns and everything else that was going on in the middle of it. And then, of course, Rose had COVID and she had to actually go in and change lighten it up and bring out some detail in it so that they could get the detail. So we have 939 and another big bag over there. And then we have 331, 3371s. And we have 938. And then we have a 310 over there. And something else. I think it was 839 or something like that. But yeah, so okay, group of drills. But that is my square drill storage. And of course my round drill storage is looking like this at the moment. So I've actually got to I got to get the foam core and I got to cut it into strips and put that in there and all of that. So I actually have to build it. And then here's my cards. So I got the cards. And then here's my, the Add More Zest labels. And then here's my DP to put on them for coloring and putting on the baggies. What color was that? No, 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 no. It fell off of it. Great. I'll have to go back and look at it. Hi, Nix! You did! I have been, yeah, all day. I started at 10 o'clock this morning, all day. All day. I don't even think I'm going to accomplish the, I just don't remember what color this was. $8.68? I'll have to figure it out. I lost the other part of it. Got all the rest of my trash up there. Then we made a run to the craft room. And Palmy's in here. And this has been like a 2.5 hour, 40-minute live. Been to the craft room, what, twice, guys? Kind of did a tour. I took some storage back there. I got more storage to take back there. And just wish I could remember what number this was. Anyone remember what this one was? 868? It's an 8. I think it's 868. I'll sit down with the picture when I go through and look at it. But yeah, got all my square storage done, all my square kits put away, my extra little bags of drills put away. I made tons of bags of drills. Those 939s, I may actually put them in a jar because there's so many of them. And that's an airplane. Yes, the cargo planes go over my house. Hi, Sandy. That's okay. I just kind of went on at 5, and then Cindy was like, well, I'll hang out with you while you do what you're doing. And I've been doing what I've been doing the whole time. And it's, I mean, I've got a mess. My vacuum is going to love me. Because I have got drills and sticky things everywhere. Well, could it be 9:30? It could be 9:38. I bet it is, because I bet that other one was 9:30. I don't remember. I think it was 9:39, so I bet that was 9:38. Yeah, I'm betting that was 9:38, because I have a 9:39, and I remember it was really close to it, so I'm betting 9:38. Okay. Rocky, you gonna let me get to my charger? Come on. Come on, big boy. Let me get my charger. There we go. He's back. Thank you, Pommy. Yes, yes, yes. You got good memory. I could not remember. But I've had so many numbers and things floating around. And like I said, if anyone would like these, they are the little dividers with actual labels on them. They're all labeled. It's just that they were all different colors, and I wanted them white. And so I just bought white ones. And I didn't feel like cutting them again, because let me tell you, that was a real chore when I did it. When I did it the first time around, that was like, yeah, something else. So I was like, I just don't feel like going there again, because it wasn't fun the first time. So it was like, yeah, no, we'll pass on that. But I hate that for the ones who just came in, I am going to head out. I've been in here for 2 hours and 45 minutes, but thank you for coming and hanging with me. And come back again. I'll be back next Wednesday. And you never know, I might pop in, just random pop-ins, and just say hi. But like I said, I'm going to get this kitchen table finished, getting it cleaned off. And that way I can actually pull out those two big, because they're big. One's like a 65 by 85. And then Lady of the Forest, I don't know, I think she's like 75 by 98 or some god awful number like that. She's huge. But that way I can actually let her lay out, let the sun hit her, and then you can see where all the embellishments were added to her, because I put quite a bit of embellishments in her. And I did the same with Bad Day at the Office. Like all of the, my son thought it was so cool. All the skeletons, I actually put glow mint, mint glow glass in them. Thank you, Cindy. When you go on again, I'll hang out with you. I just kind of hang out. But so I mean, I actually had to buy more glow glass. And I found more of that. I got cantaloupe, and I mean, I got all kinds of colors. It's like I put moonstone in the autumn puppies inside the sunflowers, and then the leaves have been putting moonstone. Hey, Miss Nix. I'll definitely be there Saturday. And I'm glad you liked the video of all your good smelling stuff. That stuff smells so good. I'm not sure which my favorite. I love the skull though, because he kind of, you can smell him through the skull. So I can put the little skull on the table and I can smell him. And he smells so good. Oh, but I'm going to hop off of here. I will see y'all later. Thank you for stopping by. Remember to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little bell. Make it turn dark. And that way you'll know when I go on. And I would love to have y'all back. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Let me see. It doesn't tell me where I can. There we go.